Oh, hello, and welcome back. I'm about to get hydrated here. And we're going to play some Axiom Verge. That might have been a bit much. So we'll be doing another hour here of some good time Axiom Verge, good times. Where are we at the moment? I think we're just going to keep going up and right. I mean, I said it last episode, but the way you play these games is you keep going in one direction until you hit a dead end. Alright. I've been sort of ruminating on what I can do to play this game a little bit better. At least some of it is, I call it shot counting. I'm sure there's other people who do this, but I've encountered players who don't do this, and it's a vital skill that I feel like I want to pass on to folks, which is if you're playing a game, has any kind of combat in it, you consistently are fighting enemies, you want to count how many shots or attacks it takes to kill them, because it means, so that was, what, 5? I'll do it again. I'll do it with the regular gun, too, because it's good to get a baseline. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. It's good to get a baseline for this stuff, and, yeah, so this is helpful because you can, if the numbers are low enough, like if it's not like 17 times or whatever, actually even if it is, and there's no health bars, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. So now whenever I'm fighting these guys, I just have to do my 6 shots of firing, and I know that they're all done at that point, and I don't have to like wait for the feedback of them dying. Ding dong. Ring the doorbell. Jump into the things that I'm getting shot at with. I remember, I backed off because these guys are really annoying. And he's going to still be at the door, so I'm going to take this opportunity. Take a little bit of my drink here. Cool, fantastic. Oh, did I switch weapons by accident? I did, because I clicked in the stick. I should figure out to see what the damage on this is. Yeah, any game that doesn't have a health bar or any kind of damage numbers, it's helpful to get a sense of, like, because the damage numbers themselves are irrelevant. It's how the damage numbers act or interact relative to the creature's health bar that you want to know about. So, if the creature takes, you know, it doesn't matter if you hit for 100 damage and the enemy has 1,000 health, or the creature has 10 health and you hit for 1 damage, because the outcome is the same. You're hitting it 10 times. See, I'm not sure if the extra bullets do the same or more or less damage. Haven't really been able to experiment with that yet. I'll figure it out later, though. So I was ruminating on some of the stuff I said yesterday about this game. A couple little things I want to point out. One, there was some cool parallax effects in one of the rooms. It was like the green room with the mushroom things. Yeah, like here's another one. So like they definitely are aware of the need for parallax to really create depth there. And I think there's some areas in here that did a pretty good job of being just sort of weird. Like this is just weird. Like what's going on with these things, right? Like that's cool. Definitely, you know, big props on that. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's right. I try to do like right stick down for the camera, but that's not a thing in this game. Yeah, I'll go here. It's fine. So it seems like the basic gun is kind of weak. It's a face. You're a face. So I need to get something and bring it back here. Gotta go get the thing to help the person. You know, usual video game stuff. I stand by what I said about this game before, though, about there not being as much dimension to the characters I'd like. There's just not a lot going on with this guy. Get rid of these bubbles. They're in my way. I was kind of hoping that destroying the coral stuff would get rid of it, but I guess not. It was not to be. You know, it seems like the extra shots might deal full damage. I should probably experiment with that. But okay, there's only the one guy left in this room, but get a couple of extra shots off that way, and Yeah, I mean, like if each... Yeah, that seemed like that was pretty good. Seems like a little bit of a skill check there. That's always good to find. Talking about that before. Yeah. Oh, and I like the range on this thing too. It's all the way across the screen, which is pretty nice. Oh yeah, each of the individual shots is definitely full damage. That is quite good at turning me on. Just ignore that. Because otherwise I have to sit here and have to spam it at them. I think I will experiment just a little bit further. Okay, so I need like a little bit more jumpy power. Yeah, like I just barely don't have enough jumping power. All right, so to the right we go. Speaking of dead ends. Oh, good, a save point. That's nice. I wish more Metroidvanias took their map system seriously. Even something as simple as, you know, they do save rooms are colored and special rooms are colored. That's good. But give me, I don't know. Super Metroid, for instance, had little dots, little hollow dots if there was a secret in the room still, and a filled-in dot if the secret had been gotten, which worked for like 95% of the rooms in the game. But there was a couple where there was 2 secrets in one room. That was kind of annoying. But yeah, like, given that so much of these games are backtracking, and they're definitely not on this map giving me enough features, like, besides room shape, there's not a lot going on there to help me identify, either this room is, like, totally cleared out, or this room is, you know, this room still has something in it. And I understand not wanting people to play the map. I've heard that description. Like, designers don't want people to play the map where they're just like, I'm going to go here because it hasn't been filled in yet, and that's where the thing I'm going to do is, instead of, like, sort of having an organic experience. But I think there's really no getting away from that, since most of the time the player's just going to end up reproducing that. I'm not saying most people are going to go so far as to create, like, a grid, like, take a sheet of graph paper. Is this a new area? Oh, it's this music. Oh, good, it's this music. This is the music I was talking about, and that a viewer had commented on the first episode. Christ, that vocal effect is really annoying. Oh, that's right, the laser boys. I'd already gotten lasered once, and I'm clearly very good at paying attention. Hey, a save room. This song is not as much of a banger as I think it hopes it was. It's got a good melody here. Oh, just barely missed the laser boy. Nice shot, me. Pat on the back. A stern, firm pat on the back for thee, sir. Yeah, color problems in this area again, where it's just like, it's sort of weird. At least they're doing orange and like sort of purple, which are mostly opposites. Oh, this is glitched. I gotta get the address fixer thingy to do it. Man, and I've been playing so many games where enemies don't respawn when you go back into the room. I basically, like, I gotta have it at this point, which it looks like this game does. Oops. Which I am so grateful for. Oh yeah, no, that voice thing's not good, man. Nice thing about that is you can go through walls. So early on, the tools they give you here from a weapon standpoint are pretty cool. Like, you have this thing that lets you go through walls, you can go, like, sort of corner shots. Though the impact of this weapon is sort of weird. I mentioned this in the last episode, that there's just not... there's not enough... Like, the character gets pushed back a little bit. There's no weight to it. And I'm just sort of like spraying this thing around everywhere. I don't know. Is that unfair of me? I don't think so. Keep climbing this thing. I remember like having to come back to the top of this. Like there's an area up above me. I guess you call it the north. Oh, these guys died in one hit with this. Nice. And I kept going back and forth between there because I couldn't figure out where to go. we will see if that is going to happen again. Stay slightly back. Stay back, beast. That one's on me. I should have known better. Yeah, being able to shoot through stuff is really good. The other thing I'll say about enemies is that sort of like the quality of each room as a gameplay experience is it's contingent on the enemy composition. And so like you can have rooms that don't actually have a lot in them from a terrain standpoint, but because the enemy layout is, you know, interesting or unique or tough or whatever, like that's where the challenge comes from. That's the texture of it. And it's honestly, it's kind of hard to nail that down. I don't feel like I have any solid guidance on that, but like how to make that good. Alters local physics to augment jumping ability, so I can just yeah, it's just a high jump. Cool. Good demonstration on item pickup of like, I don't think you can get out of this thing unless you have the high jump, so there you go. Like, you get down there and you're like, okay, cool. That's the thing I got. Yeah, also, like, these rooms just become nothing when there's no enemies in them. Kind of a bummer. What do we want to do? I'll just stay back and do this. The ranger in this thing, too, really, like, doing a perfect job of, like, threading the needle on this dude. There we go. It's so long range, I can just stay at the edge of the screen here and just hit guys with it. Nicely done, me. If I want to completely just avoid all conflict, I can do that. Yeah. I was looking up at the next guy and I jumped into it. Yeah, I feel like if you're going to have such long range and such long range options that you probably want a little bit. Actually, do I even need, that probably was a time-saving death. Yeah, that was dying to save time because I just had to come back this way anyways. You know, I took a hit there because I wasn't paying attention. Let me just go ahead and reset my health. Like, if the game is melee heavy, then the encounters are designed around with that in mind. If it's long range heavy, it's designed with that in mind. I don't know if the designers for this game put as much, nicely done, me, put as much thought into, like, I don't know. I'm not feeling any of these encounters. That was me. Whether or not I'm taking damage, or whether or not I die, or whether or not I feel challenged. Actually, I would say it's whether or not I feel challenged by any of this. I don't know if I feel anything at the moment by it. Nope, that's this room. See, that's kind of the issue with this is when you have no distinct map features, you end up wandering back into rooms again. And like, how am I supposed to... Technically, I'm still playing the map in the sense I'm just going to remember, okay, there's 4 doorways on the right side of this column right now. The very top one goes to the high jump or goes to like that one area. The third one, I don't know what it does. The second one happens to be this dead end that I need an address, the address thing for. But there's, like, I'm going to forget this information. I'm going to come back later, I'm going to wander in this room and be like, okay. But there's nothing about the texture of this column, about this room, like, oh, well, there's either something spilling out of the space. You could see, if you sort of drew an outline of all the collidable sections, all the collision tiles in this, you would get sort of like a picture that you could remember, kind of like a QR code of that position. But that's not a very interesting way to recall details of a map space. It's sort of like a last resort. Okay, so I don't have the thing to get there either, because I need like the little drone guy, I think. Yeah, it's a banger, all right. So I didn't need to go this way. And there was no map features to remind me that I didn't need to go this way, just that there was dead ends, and I got a thing, but the thing I got was not the thing that will help me get through any of those obstacles yet, so I'm going to end up backtracking. Or, then again, I don't know, I'm going to go all the way back up because maybe I can get to the top left room now. This is, it's real compelling. See, this is like one of the things I'm talking about with Metroidvanias have evolved over the years to add more to respect the exploration element of it. And this is... Can I? No, I need the thing that like lets me glitch through walls. Yeah, I don't have that yet. Oh yeah, I mentioned I was gonna be much more open with spoilers about stuff in this episode. So I want to talk about the story for a bit. What I remember is that the Athetos or whatever is... Are you ready for this? You can pause. I'm gonna give you a full option to like pause the video and skip, I don't know, like 60 seconds ahead to when I'm not talking about this anymore. All right, you ready? Okay. So Athetos is you, the player character, what, in like an alternate dimension, or like your experiment went wrong or something. And I don't remember that being particularly compelling or interesting. And I remember there's some lore, but I don't remember. Oh, yeah, this is what you need to jump for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Okay. All these bubbles getting in the fucking way. That's like, I get that. That's kind of the whole point. Is the bubbles getting in the way is the challenge of this space. There we go. But yeah, I don't remember being particularly compelled by the story, and nothing about the character design really draws me into the character either. Like, it's very, very early 90s, you know, late 80s. Oh, can I like... Oh, it like slows me down when I fall in it, so I can kind of hang in there for a second. Very early 90s, late 80s, kind of, I don't know what you call it, laser punk future, where, oh, it's one of those. It's a good little jump scare kind of thing. We're like, oh, science has gone too far, or what if science goes wrong? Which is fun in kind of a popcorn sense. But since Metroidvanias are so focused on world presence, whether it's like the actual physical manifestation of the world, like how the world looks and the creatures in it, and how you interact with it, or whether it's the lore that helps you build the sense of world through the narrative, Hollow Knight being a great example of that, or Dark Souls, which is, in my eyes, a 3D Metroidvania. You know, and so, like, a lot of these games, like, this game has lore snippets. I guess it's like an alien world. I don't know. Whatever they did didn't quite have the same impact as other games in the genre. I'm trying. Yeah, I got him. Got a little bit of health back. Yeah, we're gonna keep going up. Nice. Very nice. I'll check to see which one of these is a save room, because I assume one of them is. Got it. First try. You get a second, or a 7th, or a 69th sense for these things about where save rooms are. Like, because usually you want... It's good design sense to have them at certain intervals. If it's a harder game, you have them at less frequent intervals. If it's an easier game, you have them at more frequent intervals. Or you have, like, an auto-checkpointing system or something like that. This uses the old school, you know, manual checkpoint of save rooms. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Never give anybody shit for that. Is this a boss? Yeah, lead into a boss. Let's use this gun for a second. I think this is another room. Yeah, I remember this being another room where I just, like, got to the other side of him somehow, I think. Did I do that? No, I must not have been this one. You can, like, glitch something in here, can't you? Yeah, I can. Oh, neat. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's some stuff you can glitch. I could have sworn... Yeah, I see the other one there. Jumping right into these things. I'm doing a fantastic job. I'm really knocking out the park. Oh, so good. I've been playing video games for, like, 30 years. You would think I would do better than this. No, that won't work. That was an experiment on my part. That was not an experiment on my part. Nailed it. Let me focus instead on the smooth and delightful design of this whiskey. I didn't find any of the bosses in this game to be particularly interesting. Because, you know, with a guy like in Super Metroid, you fight Kraid, and you start in the one room, which is cool because, like, in the original Metroid, you only fought enemies in one room, and then, like, he's big, and you're like, whoa, he's big. And then beyond that, you get his health down a little bit, and then he takes up the whole room, and you're like, wow, and there's, like, a big spectacle of it. Oh, I need to be standing closer to it, I guess. Pull up this thing, too, while I'm at it. There we go. Get that one. Where do I stand? Oh, I just stand back here. Okay, got it. And then I just stand right here and I shoot him for a while. I can stand right here. Nope. Okay. Gotta ask these questions. But I can stand here. Nope, I cannot stand there. Why? I know the answer. Why? Don't tell me. I'm trying to time the jump there. Got clever. Oh, that was... Oh, I'm still alive. Outstanding. Okay. Yeah, I see the other ones. Hold on. Get me killed, probably. So it's, like, partially to do with where his, yeah, like, whether he's, like, up or down on his kind of, like, floating up and down part of the cycle. Oops. That was me. I botched the jump. But yeah, it's a big boss, and he does one laser thing. It's not very complicated. Part of the reason it's not very complicated is that you don't really have a lot of tools to respond to the boss. You can jump and you can shoot. You can be jump shooty man. And I got one gun that makes sense to use. So I guess I could probably use the other one. Excuse me. This one. The shotgun. I could have sworn I cheesed this guy some way. Sometimes it sneaks through that, and sometimes it doesn't. Oh yeah, the reason I don't want to use this is because it takes such a long time to get to the other side of the screen. Whereas this one I can spam the shit out of. Fuck up the jump when I had a good shotting opportunity. Oh, wait, hold on a second. No, I see a good cheese opportunity here. Oh, I get it, don't worry. You see what I'm doing. You see what I'm doing. You see what I'm about right now. I'm gonna wait for this next one to go by. Okay, can I reach that? No, I can't. Not quite. Oh, it also, I see, it also blocks some of those lobs. Is there another one down here? I'm gonna keep trying to make that jump real quick. 1 second. I don't care if I die. It's fine. There we go. So now I'm up here, and I don't think he reaches up here at all. He does not. So I can just plant in place, and I can't hit anything. Not with this one, but with this one, this is what we call a pro gamer move. We say as we, like, totally miss every shot here, because he's just barely not close enough. You rude motherfucker. This is not quite as hilariously effective as I was hoping. Whatever, I'm feeling lazy at the moment, so I'm just gonna do this. I don't know. The fact that I'm allowed to do this feels a little bit unfair. Eat shit, idiot. Or as I like to say, shit-idiot. Just fall into that. Oh, wait, there is some over here. Hold on. Yeah, so, okay, cool. So I can stand out here and shoot this thing. None of the lobs can hit me, right? Taking a lot of damage for doing cheeses at the moment. Oh, let me... No more lobs. Oops, yeah. I should have tried to do a drop onto it instead of a jump. You are mistaken if you think I'm trying to play well. Part of the fun of playing these games, or just playing games in general, is trying to find all the ways you can break it, or ways you can dick around with it. So I feel like it's kind of a loss if I end up not getting some chances to mess around with what works on a boss and what doesn't. Can I reach that one? Yeah, I can. Is he not gonna do the... oh, now he's gonna do it. That's extremely rude. I hurt my feelings. So I'm here, and he does that, and I just drop down. That's it. I can stand down here and get the other one. So that gets both of those things. Actually, wait, no, hold on. Hold on a second. Yeah, there we go. Oops. Let's duck, and now let's aim. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. There we go. I knew there was a cheese on this guy. Knew there was an easy mode. Oh, that one hit me. Oop. There we go. So then there's one left. Let's wait here for a second. Can I hit it? Like, how am I supposed to hit that one? Excuse me, sir. How am I supposed to shoot your last gun thing? It's in the way. Can I hit that also? Can I hit the actual laser thing too? It seems like I can. It's the same color as the other stuff I can shoot. Do. Stop shooting the laser? Oh, wait. I see a block back there. Or I think those were what I'm supposed to use to cross the room once I'm finished with him. Okay. I was like, that's interesting. He doesn't actually shoot the laser unless you're in sight of the laser. Whee! We made it. Okay, so can I do anything from up here? That's very much in the way. What? Can I, like, time a shot so that he, like, moves forward into it? This doesn't feel like... Oh, I can hit the laser thing, too. Wait a minute. Wait. Well, hold on. I don't care. 1 second. Hold on. No, not the weapon I want. Not the weapon I want. Oh, I can just shoot the thing from back here. This makes this whole thing so much easier. What am I doing? Man, what am I doing? Stupid face is in the way, though. Get your stupid face out of the way. That's right. Oh, I guess you can hit him in the mouth a little bit, too? Okay, so now he can't do anything. Am I supposed to just hit the mouth? Was that actually the thing I was supposed to hit the whole time? So when he opens the mouth? Oh, cool, alright. Alright, neat. This was the entire boss fight? Hold on a second. I don't care if I possibly get killed doing this. I want to see, is there another spot I can sit? If I, like, sit right here and then I... Hold on. I will actually die and reset if I can test this out. People, I feel like... Probably I could have just sat on that one thing and just shot at him. Nah, this isn't really working. I have to go on the other one. Okay. I don't know, it's sort of weird that, like, at the end of the boss fight here, I'm just sitting here laying into him and he can't do anything? This is such a weird tempo for a boss fight. I don't think that's intentional. It doesn't feel intentional. Oh, I'm gonna die. There we go. There we go. I'm alive again. Yeah, I knew there was some stuff here I could stand on. Can I get some of this more health stuff again? I mean, there's a save point right there. What am I worried about? Oh, and then, okay, this is where I get the glitchy thing that lets me glitch through walls, because there's a power-up in there, and they give you an opportunity to use it right away. I just want to see what's in the rest of the room. Chill out. All right. Oh, what? Oh, I turned on something. Okay. He did some stuff. Guy shows up. There's two parts world. It's bad stuff. Yep. So I gotta go talk to somebody else. Yeah, this is some, sorry, I'm skipping all the writing because it's some very, I can't get that yet. That's a bummer. Maybe I get the power up in just a second here. It's a very 80s, early 90s game quality writing. So, yeah, they wanted, do I have to double tap? Or can I just walk into it? Yeah, you gotta double tap. It's like the suits in the Metroid. They give you another suit. Maybe I should stop pretending like I have anything insightful to say about this game. Wow. I mean, stuff like this where they give you a power-up and then they give you an immediate opportunity to use it and like, cool, I got a more life thing because of it. Like, that's good. That's good game design. It's really surprisingly easy to fuck this up, too. I haven't played a lot of games that fuck it up because so many people do it right, but also because you just don't hear about games that screw it up so terribly. Because nobody remembers them. Nobody remembers the bad ones. Oh, golly. Okay, so I can't... I do remember because I just did it. I cannot go to the left because you need a taller jump for that. I don't have a very tall jump. I'm not a very tall jump guy. God, it's only 30 minutes in. Folks, you have no idea how much I am just so ready to be done with this game. I don't want to say I devoured the game, but I beat it all in pretty much like a couple of days. Because I just love this genre, and I want to play them. I want all of them to be good. And at the time, I probably played it because I was waiting for it to get like better, or like probably less critical of stuff. I was yeah, cool. I was willing to put up with a little bit more. This stuff's gotta stand out though now. This is not standing out to me so far. My God. I feel like at least part of the reason that it was like 12 hours or whatever for my last playthrough is that I got lost for like 2 of them. So hopefully I can shave some time off of that. I mean, I have died a couple of times so far. It's not a lot of time lost though. I remember the last boss being pretty easy. I think I beat him on like the 2nd or 3rd try. Let's try back down here. So, is there anywhere that requires a high jump that I can go to? Or no, the tap-tappy thingy. Yeah, if I go back to the previous area, I can do that. Do I want to... Do I need to, like, stop back at this other big head and talk to them because I helped the other big head? I forget. The Rusalka, they're called. I wish I got a better gun. I got 3 guns, and I'm just not really sold on any of them. Like, I would use the shit out of this gun. I'd use this gun all the time if it felt better to use. But the impact on it just doesn't feel very good. It's nice, because I don't have to aim it. Just stand in front of things and hit the button. And it's nice for guys like coming up here that are just very big and you just kind of want to blast the shit out of them a bunch. You can just spam it. Less great for these guys because you're right next to them shooting stuff at you, but I don't care. I'm an American, and I'll do what I want. Ugh. I do know at least one place where I can go, but I wanted to check out to see if there's anything that I have to do here. Not even gonna talk to me? Not even gonna say hello? Alright, well, that's on me. That's on me for assuming. I had some of that bean dip earlier. Very good. Pretty pleased with it. Maybe put a little bit too many onions in. When you already got something that's spicy, and you have raw onions in there, it's got really... keeps the flavor extra sharp, which is kind of overwhelming at times. Yeah, I know there's another room down there. God, I don't want to have to go around the long way. This guy's just right here, though. I just don't feel like fighting him. See, that is one problem about the enemy persistence. Is like when a guy gets jammed in a door like that, you just know you're going to take damage. That's really annoying. I don't care. I don't care. Because if I die, I'm just going to go back to the, the save point over here. Can I just walk through this? No, I cannot. There we go. We're good. Taking damage to save time. It's called damage boosting. Look it up. Speedruns.com. Speedrun.com. Yeah, we'll go back this way. I don't get any benefit from killing guys either, so I'm just going to avoid them, I realize. I just don't care. I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, they're not even going to chase me because I'm not in range of them and I haven't aggroed them. In fact, why am I fighting anything in this game? Why am I bothering? There's no currency or experience I gain, and they're not really in the way enough to be a problem. This guy's in the way. I gotta kill him. I guess the reward is supposed to be like the experience of doing the encounter, but yeah, okay, why would I even bother fighting this guy? He's just in the pit. He can't hit me. He can't jump. He can't do anything. Just a bullet sponge. Also, what does this say about the environment? This fucking creature gets caught in a pit it can't escape? Is this how life on this planet works? What kind of statement are we sending here? What? Also, foreground shit. Look at this. Or background. Like, it's like we have the non-parallax background layer, the parallax background layer. I'm just gonna go. You know what? I've decided I'm done. I'm done fighting dudes. What does this do? Is this good? Causes mutation at max health. So that dialogue was there to explain the effect of what the thing did, but it took me out of the whole game experience. I had to sit there and listen to them talk for a bunch to give me an explanation that I kind of already got from the tooltip. Because I don't... no, I guess I do get a little bit of dialogue every time I pick something up. Man, Metroid had it good by having Samus be a silent protagonist. I don't need this. Also, why is this guy's name Trace? Is that his first name? Is that his last name? Nobody names their fucking kid Trace, okay? Just like I'm gonna name my kid Laser. I'm gonna name my kid like an American Gladiator. Okay, I can't go that way. I remember getting slightly stuck, I think here. So I was like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? Okay, yeah, so there's the bonus thing I've got. Yep, max health bonuses, cool stuff. I see a room in the middle there that I can get to. Did I just not go there before? Hold up. Let me see if there's something else. So I go up here. Can I double tap into this? I can. Okay. There's a bonus there, too. Cool. Range node. So at least I read that properly. Does that... No, it doesn't get increased range. Or at least I can't tell if it does. Yeah, I can't make the jump yet. Pretty good at making jumps, and they've made it clear that that is just too far away. There's kind of a thing over there. It looks like I could, you know, wall walk through, but not quite because it's in the middle of the wall instead of at the bottom. I guess I'll just look for more places to wall walk through. You know, I'm just going to keep using the regular gun for now. Keep it simple. I don't have to fight anything, and if I'm going to take hits, I'll just take the hits and just keep going. It's a lot less damage than if I fought the dudes. Right? Goaded into coming over here and then just sneaking past. By sneaking past, I mean eating a hit. But, like, look how little damage I took by just saying I'm just not going to fight anything. Kill this guy because he's in the way. And the bonus for being at full health is not really that great right now. Can I go through this? Nope. It's only effective against things that are right in front of you. I'll just go back up to the top. Yeah, it's just so much better to just take damage. The thing on the left requires more range than I got. More jump range than I got. I'll go look at it again. Maybe there's a wall walk thing that I wasn't aware of. Nope, 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 and nope. It's one tile too high. Okay. I wish they just gave me another button for the wall walk, to be honest, because double tapping forward is sort of annoying for a 2D platformer. It's not a fighting game. You know, it's not that same kind of input. Probably not over here. No, probably not. In fact, it looks like a doorway to an area to the right. Did I just not go to that? Was that a dead end I wasn't paying attention to? That I now have the power up for? I'll just go. Get out of my way. Those guys do a jump. They only do a jump when you're moving, though. That's important. Door down. I just didn't go in this. Like, I didn't go down here. I forgot why. Let me check it out. Oh, because I couldn't do anything with it. But if I came in from the bottom, could I do something? No, I needed... Wait, didn't I need more jump capability than I had? But now I have it? Oh, but I can't get to that. What am I missing here? Nah, no, I'll go back there. I'll go back there. These guys are really only a pain. Let's see. Oh, and they drop shit on you. Very cool. Whatever. I keep equipping the shotgun thing or the electric blast because when I'm moving the stick around, I keep pushing it in all the way. It's working out, but I am not meaning to do it. That's not MLG Pro Strats or nothing. Go back here. It's a save point anyways. I'm not dead focused on getting to the end of the game. Like, I will continue to do what I usually do, which is to wander around the place to be like, oh, cool, I got a new power-up. Let's see what I can do with it. Which is fun. So here's a little key detail about... that was a good dodge. Key detail about a lot of the really good Metroidvanias, like Super Metroid in particular, they're extremely linear for the first, like, third of the game or so. Like, you get the impression that there's other areas, you find all the other, like, gates and that you need, or locks that you need keys for, and you're like, oh, cool, I'm gonna, like, it's sort of a taste, a whiff of what you're gonna get later. That linearity is important, so the player doesn't get lost while they're getting established, and they're establishing, like, a benchmark for the world. And also so that, like, until you have a lot of different choices, there isn't a lot of different paths. This game has had a lot of little branches so far, but, like, not in an interesting way. Like, I'm not going to go back to Ereboo right now, even though I've got this thing. That'd be too much of a schlep, and it would give me, like, one power-up, you know? Alright, well, I got a thing, and I'll go back and I'll save. Whoop, whoop. And up, we save. The problem with doing a world that's too alien is that, you don't have anything to hang your hat on as to what function it's supposed to serve. Like, what does this weird coral thing blowing stuff out signify? Like, there's a mystery there, but it's never going to be unraveled. Because we're not, as the player, we're not receiving anything about... We're not receiving any information. Like, what functions does it serve in the eco... Is this seriously here the whole time I just didn't go in it? No, this is that other area. That's right. I have to come back here now. Got it. Why are there fucking laser dudes in the middle of this ecosystem? What ecological purpose do these laser guys serve? What's the name of this planet again? Sandra? I forget what it's called. I'm just gonna call it Sandra. So, is Sandra supposed to be an alien world because of the breach that is, like, so different, that it, like, defies all of the normal rules? And if so, how can you convey that in a way that isn't with laser crawler things, right? So Hollow Knight literally has these enemies, which is really funny that I'm complaining about it right now, because Hollow Knight's gorgeous. Those guys have crystals on their back, and they're in the Crystal Peaks, and there's something already kind of understood about crystals and lasers. Like, that's not a new idea, right? Like, I'm not crazy. If you showed me a video game, or you showed me a setting, and it's like, oh, that crystal fires a laser out, I'd be like, fuck yeah, it does, because, like, that's not a weird expectation. Okay, I don't think I can do anything here yet. Okay, this is why I kept hearing this. I kept coming in and out of this area, and every time you leave and re-enter, see it fades out, and we come back in. Over and over and over again. Holy shit. Such a bad music call. Yeah, so like, so yeah, so it makes sense that guys with crystals on their backs would shoot lasers out of crystals. That's not a weird thing at all. Forget what you need to do to kill this guy. Rude, I might add. Extremely rude. I don't think I can go here just yet. Like, I can't get the thing I was supposed to get here. I'm just gonna go here anyway. But why should weird, formless, crawly things shoot lasers at me, and why are they doing it here? It's not an unreasonable request that all the stuff that we see tells us something about the environment it exists in. And since we have no context for a two-alien world about what's supposed to be normal, like, that is cool. That's very cool. It's a very cool 80s thing. But what is it? And we're never going to know, and there's not a mystery to sustain us. We're not going to get an answer. It's just, it's got that kind of, I guess, you know, this is kind of buying into that classic, it's got to feel like Mega Man. Like, those things are huge. They're massive. They're clearly like the size of, you know, the biggest skyscrapers hanging in the background. I don't know what that noise is. I'm not super worried about it. We're never going to get an answer. I can recall Mega Man. A lot of the Mega Man games will have backgrounds like that as well. We're just like, what the fuck is that thing? Oh, okay, it's rocks. There's certainly some value in that, so maybe I shouldn't gripe too hard about it. But I do think there's something to the thought of, oh, is it these guys making the noise? No, it's not. That the contents of the environment make sense or inform us something about the environment. And that the contents right here are not informing me a lot about it. Like, why are they... That's very video gamey. That's very early video gaming. I will continue to try and give this game credit wherever it's due. I'll say that I'm of mixed mind with those things in the background because they're cool as hell, and it's weird, and like, honestly, it gives me like a little bit of vertigo. It makes me feel like, holy shit, that's big, and if I was in a place, if I was on an alien world and I saw those things, my mind would be like shattered. Like, this is so alien and so different. So they've definitely captured that feeling very, very well. From a, like, what the hell is going on? Like, maybe you're not supposed to ever feel like, I fucked that up. Maybe you're not ever supposed to feel like you know what the hell's going on. But if that's the case, then they're force-feeding me an awful lot of story for that, right? Like, wouldn't it have been better to leave the story off and retain the mystery? As Pat Gill said in the video about Dark Souls, I don't need to know what the fuck the Kessel Run is to know that it's impressive, you know? It's almost better if I don't know what it is. I just have this, like, sort of, like, loose appreciation of this, you know, this thing that is considered a big deal. So, there's sort of like a problem with simultaneously trying to tell me about the background in the world. We have this place, we have this Sandra or whatever it is, and the breach, and the world stream or whatever, and also giving me things like that in the background that are unknowable and will never be knowable. Oh, good, I can glitch through. I think I got stuck here because I didn't think I could glitch through those things. Can I? No, okay. Wait, seriously? Was I supposed to come here right now? Is that what... This might have been where I was stuck. It's because I didn't... You know what? It was probably that. It's because I didn't realize you could wall walk through those laser things. Oh, I totally didn't read what that thing can do. Okay, there we go. I got it. Yeah, so I guess if I was gonna sort of expand on my thought, it's that I thought, yeah, these guys can kill these guys. But not easily, so I can't sit there. Come on. Yeah, is that if this game retained its sense of mystery and didn't try and feed me a story, then I probably wouldn't have had much or as much issue with it, because the story itself is frankly kind of distracting. But because they're trying to feed me the story, but they also have these like mysterious elements that are very unknowable, I'm in a position where like, all right, you're giving me the tools to try and reconcile what's happening here, but you're also giving me things that are irreconcilable, and that's a problem from a narrative standpoint, or from a world design standpoint. I'm trying to think like, Hollow Knight does a really good job of not giving you anything that's irreconcilable. Like, it has mysteries, which is different, but there are sort of answers to all those mysteries, even if they're never fully elucidated. I think, like, so I played Ori 2 recently, and there's not really any mystery in that game. Like, they more or less spell it out, or they give you everything that you need to spell out, and the rest is fantasy, and that's fine. Oh, come on. There's that fucking creature persistence just being a pain in the ass again. Like, that's not good. I literally get to walk outside of a save room and just get hit, guaranteed. That's kind of dumb. I can go back in and resave again and get my health back up, but... yeah, if you have a story you really want to tell, make sure that the world supports the story you want to tell. This goes back to what I said in the first episode about, make sure that the designs you have in mind are consistent with the experience you're trying to generate. So, if this game is trying to generate a particular experience, then there's some things it should give up. Like, it should either give up or, like, reduce the story quite a bit. A good example of that is The Witness. Had a lot more story. If you never played The Witness, I will be very careful because I don't want to overshare, because I think it's a masterpiece of a game. And I don't want to spoil too much, but it loosely has a story in it, and it had a lot more before. Why is it playing this song again? It had a lot more story before, and they ended up cutting a lot of it, and now it has a lot less. And I think it's better for the fact that it has as little as possible, because the primary payload of that game is not in its story. And in the same way as this, like, the story almost ends up being a distraction to what is ultimately supposed to be, you know, like, a jumpy shooty game. Like, Metroid has very little story. You're a bounty hunter, and Metroids are bad, and you're gonna go kill them, you know? And there's some evil folks. That is preferable to this whole situation they've got going on here. Oh, cool, I got a thing. Man, I'm getting a lot really quickly. Each projectile... wait, what? Oh, wait, is that a weapon? That might be a new weapon. Okay. Stay back slightly here to not get lasered. Oh, look at me skitter, look at me skitter. Whoop, jumped right into both of those. You're gonna hear me talk about a lot of the same examples of good... oh, I can just kill it. I don't have to run back. You're gonna hear me talk about a lot of the same examples of, like, really good design. And I apologize for that. I'll try and come up with as much diversity as I can. Oh, yeah, this gun. See, this is weird. Like, it's kind of cool that they have a different weird gun. It's not very good. It doesn't feel very good. The projectiles are really small. I don't know when I would use this. Hold on. I'm going to get back to the thought I was going to say before, but I got to complain about guns for a second. Every weapon in every video game is a tool to solve a problem in the game. So if you have a gun that shoots things far away, then you need an opportunity to shoot things far away. If you have a melee weapon that kills things very quickly, but you have to be very close, then you need to have things where they get up on you very quickly, and so the melee weapon is a superior choice. Or, you know, whatever. You need circumstances to that benefit from the tools that are available to you. That was my primary complaint with this game, is that it has a lot of tools and not a lot of... it's got a lot of hammers and not a lot of nails. Or not enough nails. Like, why would I use this? Look at... I'm gonna miss a lot of those little side shots. Why would I shoot a guy that way, right? And so in Symphony of the Night has a lot of different weapons in it, and you're not going to use all of them, because a lot of them are bad. And this is the transit system, if I recall. A lot of weapons in Symphony of the Night are bad. You're not going to use them. But they have little flavor text. They have stuff going on. Let's see, and then I can I, like, launch this thing? Yeah, can I, like... you, like, stand on this head and you do something, and then it goes... I'll just destroy myself. Okay. So I can't go here. I can't go here yet. Right? No, I cannot. I can't jump high enough. So at the very least, the diversity of tools gives you, again, the payload for the diversity of tools is not that there's many different nails for all your hammers. It's that all of the hammers tell you something about the toolbox or the creator of the tools or that they came in. And that's good. That is a good payload. What am I learning about all these different weapons? Hold on. Actually, let me go to the inventory. I'll go look. There's instructions. There's no lore on them. I've gotten one note. Calls itself Zedor. I don't know how I know this, but I do. Strange that such a thing would have language. Stranger still that it would have a personal identity. I'm not sure how long I can last. I lose more and more each passing day. Sound is a deafening throb. Sight is a kaleidoscopic fire. Smell and taste open up entire worlds of terror. The worst is touch, a tingling, writhing, itching mass. It is expanding, supplanting. Won't be anything to save when it's done. Okay, so if I'm gonna shit talk world development, I should probably read some of the lore stuff. So I think that's like the bad thing in the breach, right? Probably. That's my guess. Shit, where's the map? Okay, I love that all the map button does is actually just open up the inventory. It's a shortcut to the inventory. It's not a shortcut to the map tab on the inventory. That is a design oversight from the creators. Can I go to the right further? Just skip all these idiots. Jump over the top? Yeah, I can do that. Cool. Whatever, I don't care. I don't actually take that much damage for being in the goop. So I'll just get my goop on. Oh, I need like I need another tool to get through here. Yeah. Can't drill, can't decorrupt, nothing. That's a dead end, so I'm not going there. So you can... This was very common, I think, around the time, especially like the... Actually, I don't know when. But it started to become common to do a lot of like notes, audio logs, lore stuff, as a way to introduce lore without just doing an exposition dump on the player. And the smart move is to always put that lore onto physical items in the world and not just as a note you can read, which is what Symphony of the Night actually is one of the first games to start doing this, or at least in the genre to start doing this, where that's the button. Each item had a little bit of info on it, though most of it was just mythology, and it wasn't like new to the Castlevania world, but it gave you some like world presence. Yep. Yeah, so, like, I'd like to see more of that in this. I'd like to see... my solution, if I was going to correct this game a little bit, is I would put more stuff on the inventory items. Like, why is Bioflux Accelerator interesting or important? Like, why do I grow things now? Like, give me some sense of where that comes from. Who modified the lab coat? I know it's the player character's character, or, you know, it's like... this is all like your stuff, I guess, that got left behind. So why is it left behind there? Why is it available? There's a lot of questions that you can be answering with more in-game narrative solutions instead of notes are just more of a pure exposition dump. I'm just gonna go. I don't care. I don't care, buddy. If I can piss them off and just get them to move, and then, yeah, because, like, it doesn't matter if this thing dies. I think it just goes on cooldown. Oh, wait, but now I have to pass through. Oh, no, it opens that gate. Okay, cool. So why would I do this? Why would I come here? Rude. Oh, extremely rude. Sir, you're being very rude right now. Oh, for this upgrade. Is this the thing that lets me decorrupt the memory addresses? It is. It's just sitting here, dude. This wasn't even like a separate area. This is just sort of on the way back. Wait, I actually wasn't reading that. Hold on. Oh, instructions. Upgrades the power of the address disruptor. Cool. Does that... Okay, it can turn these now into blocks I can crush. Great. And we're coming up on time here, so I'm gonna hit the save point. We're gonna lock on. Yeah, I'll say I am enjoying the process of talking about this playthrough. I definitely am not bored by the end here. But I'm getting more stuff and I'm doing things, which is you know, that's part of the help. I wish there was just a little bit more. And I don't think what I have to say about the being critical of this game is invalid. Some of the stuff. Maybe when I first started playing today, I was a little bit too saucy, but yeah. All right. Oh man, I still have some whiskey left too. I don't need to finish this drink while recording. That's up. Game saved. So I'll do another one tomorrow, and we'll have some more Axiom Verge, and we'll keep going from here. So thanks for watching, and I don't know. I don't have an outro. Bye.